Hey there, everyone. Brian here. Guess what? Tractor is 99% done. All that's remaining is the tie rod. Or sorry, not the tie rod, the steering arm from the box to the front end. Exhaust is on. As you can see, the gas pedal's back on. Battery's in. Engine's all bolted down. Gotta be careful that I don't bump it into gear. I'm going to have to go down a ½ inch smaller in the back on the pulley. I have two idlers I mounted just under here, basically right at the back of that panel. I took the one out, but should be able to see the one that's still there. Right up in there, if you can see it or not. I'll put the camera up. Right in that area, you should have been able to see it on the video. I had two, since the tranny's a little bit higher, not by much. It only goes up maybe 1/4 inch. That the belt has to go up to reach the transmission. But the issue I'm having when you put the brakes on, there's no brakes. The belt continues to spin. So what I'm going to do is fix that, and we'll go probably about a ½ inch smaller on that rear pulley. Then I'll be able to control everything else with my idler pulleys. There's the front idler pulley just after the clutch. I put it on the back side of there, where it doesn't belong, and it worked. So, also I got to tighten up the brakes. I do not have brakes as of right now. I was able to get them. They're all hooked up, all ready to go, but there's just no brakes. I did drive it briefly with no steering, just up over there, and it went pretty good. I don't think I was in very high of a gear. I'm going to have to clearance this right here, definitely. It just doesn't go down far enough. But I got reverse. I know I got reverse. I got most of the forward gears, which is good. If I can find one of those shifter plates right there from a gear drive, I might use that, or I'll just, like I said, I'll just clearance that. I had one, but it was in pretty rough shape, and I got rid of it. So I'll probably just end up clearancing that a bit, take the grinder, and just gently grind that out right there at the bottom. I do have, let's get my hand in here. Yeah, I got quite a bit of plastic right there. So the metal's way down here, way down this way. Now at the bottom, there's quite a bit of plastic. I want to try to keep it looking original, but I'll just clearance it out a bit. Got my choke mounted where my motor adjustment was. It's too short though. I'm going to either have to redo my choke. It's just hanging right here. It's hooked up, but it's not mounted down. We'll have to figure out a different way of mounting it. It's just too tight. So, but as soon as I put bolt the motor back in, I turned the key. It fired right up, and then on what was left in the fuel pump, and I put some gas in it, and it's been continuing to run. So no more, like I said, no more having to deal with that stupid fuel pump right there. So to answer a question some people are asking me, if I had to ride to Pugs and I did go there, would the tractor have been ready? Yes, the tractor would have potentially been ready. I would have just finished up the few loose ends at Pugs, and it could have raced. It could have raced this weekend with no brakes. Basically, I would just get him to weld up my steering rod, and that's pretty much it. I could weld it, but dealing with steering, I don't want to burn through it, and I'm an okay welder, but nowhere near as good as my stepdad or a few other people I know. So that's why I did not weld it. As you can see, my exhaust is all painted up. A few people may comment how ugly my exhaust is. I agreed it was ugly, but it works. It works extremely well. I tack welded all the joints just to hold everything in place. Then I painted it, but I didn't want to get it painted and then have a joint move and it not fit. So let's hear this thing run once more. here, it runs pretty good. I replaced the small bolt I had over here for my return spring. I put a bigger bolt through, and it's bolted on. Then I got a block nut over top just to hold the spring on there. Last thing I want to be driving and have that spring pop off. So, but yeah, all the loose ends are pretty much done. It's mainly the steering, and figure out what I'm going to do about the brakes, the brake situation. Most likely what I'll do is just go a ½ inch smaller on the back. I should have a pulley. That'll work. I don't really want to change out the belt, because the belt I got works. I'm running a 6-inch up front. If you remember from a previous video, I said you cannot run a 6-inch on here unless you modify your clutch pulley. I modified my clutch pulley, so I'm running a smaller clutch pulley. That's how I'm able to run a 6-inch. So that's pretty much it for this video. Next video of this, I should be driving it. Steering should be welded up on Tuesday, hopefully, and I'm going to probably take it out for a spin on Wednesday and see what it does. That's long. Like I said, I will drive it without brakes. I'll just go careful, or worst comes to worst, I'll just put the belt on the other side of the tensioner pulley under there, and it will work. So, and I'll just have to figure out why I'm not getting brakes in the back. I think it just needs to be tightened back up. The way I had to make it work is I had to get rid of the spring that was in there, so I may just cut the spring down and stick it back in. If you know these tractors, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you later. Please keep it redneck like always, and yes, I do finish projects. Bye for now.